Scuba diving is a social sport right up until you hit the water, and then you're very much on your own, and the only company you have is with the tiny voices in your head. But usually there's also a chap or chappette diving next to you who's affectionately called your buddy. You may not have met them before, but they are now automatically your buddy. But how do you really know your new buddy? They may be a psychopath. They may not even like you. So, I'm Mark from Simply Scuba, everybody's favourite dive buddy, and here are some ways to tell if your buddy hates you. Number 1. They forget to close your dry suit zipper. This has only happened to me once, when I made the mistake of letting a student close my dry suit zipper for me, and then not double checking it myself. Needless to say, they failed the course, and they were never seen from again. Just kidding, they went to live on a farm out in Kansas. Seriously, if this keeps happening to you and you get cold and wet, then there isn't a problem with your zipper, there's just probably a problem with your buddy. If you dive with lots of different people and it keeps happening, maybe it's you. Number 2. They refer to themselves as a solo diver. Just like my girlfriend, whenever we go out on a date, she always refers to me as her Mark. It's easier for her to explain our relationship that way, apparently. Yes, many divers are experienced enough and trust their gear enough to not need a buddy, and there's even a dive qualification for it. But if you're buddied up with someone, don't leave them hanging and swim off. That's a bit of a puppy move. Play the game, people. Even if they do have a great life insurance policy that you're named on, just leave it a few months, okay? So it looks less suspicious, huh? Simply Scuba does not condone murdering your dive buddy for financial or other gains. Number 3. They cut your fin strap. That's an odd move. What do you mean there's a shark behind me? Why are you swimming away so quickly? The best way to avoid being eaten by a shark is to swim faster than your buddy. And they can't swim too fast with just one fin now, can they? If you keep having to replace your fin straps after a shark dive and your wetsuit smells of fish, then maybe your dive buddy doesn't like you too much. Best look around for a new buddy, I guess. Especially if they keep trying to laugh it off as, oh, it's just a prank, bro. Puppy. Number 4. They spit in your mask. Never mind if you're already wearing your mask or not, if your buddy spits at the thing you wear on your face, it's probably time to move on. When you turn your back whilst kitting up and your dive buddy asks if you want them to defog your mask for you whilst hocking up some phlegm, just politely decline. No thank you. And also don't fall for the old trick where they offer to spit in your wetsuit and pee in your mask. That really doesn't work. Trust me, we've tried it.
Piss in the nose pee. Oh.
It's like splashing around. Splashback. Number 5. They walk off after the dive when you're still zipped up. Now you can't wee in your dry suit. Well, you can, but it just ends up around your ankles, so it's not worth it. After an hour's dive, you need your buddy to unzip your dry suit so that you can relieve yourself. So what happens when you get out, you take off your kit, you turn around, and your buddy is nowhere to be seen? Well, there's no other choice, I guess, but just to soil yourself. Or buy a front entry dry suit. That's probably the best option. The worst is when you undo their dry suit zipper and they don't reciprocate. I mean, come on, man. I need a wee. That is the worst thing. You get out after a dive and they're like, oh, can you? I was like, yeah, sure, you undo it. And then they just walk off. You're like, dude, I don't have a pee valve fitted to my suit. Number 6. You give him the okay sign and he flips you the bird. Yeah, that's pretty obvious, I guess. Yeah.
That's how you say hello to me, Mark. Morning.
Number 7. When pairing up, you're the last one chosen. Just like back in gym class or at the school prom, nobody wants to dive with you. Aww. Everybody else is paired up and they are happy, but the last 2 standing who haven't paired up yet kind of have to. That's how Shaun and I met. Everybody else had already left and it was just the 2 of us. Number 8. They keep clearing their snorkel at you. Dude, you just cleared your mouthful of water 2 seconds ago all over my face. If they're not duck diving or there aren't any tall waves about, then they shouldn't have to keep clearing their snorkel. And if it's aimed at you, then you know that your dive buddy wants some distance. Actually turning to aim their snorkel at your face is a true telltale sign that your buddy hates you, especially when you're back on the boat and they've just got out of the head. But not everybody hates you, except you, Cheryl. Just keep an eye out for a few telltale signs that your buddy doesn't like you, or doesn't want to spend any time with you. But don't worry, here at Simply Scuba, we love all of you. We'll be your wingman any day, Maverick. But what signs have you picked up on out there? If you can't think of any, then it might be you. Thanks for watching. Safe diving.
Oh, that's creepy. We read it there, though.
We are an online dive store serving the UK and the world for all your diving equipment needs. So why not visit us at simplyscuba.com or click the box on your screen.